Hey folks, have you ever found yourself unable to make a decision, basically stuck overanalyzing, paralysis by analysis? If that describes you, please stay tuned. I've got 3 tips that I think will help you make decisions more efficiently. So I recently found myself in a huge rut, unable to make decisions. Some of you know I've been creating videos now pretty regularly for a few months, and one of my favorite channels is Tim Schmoyer's Video Creators. He gives awesome advice. If any of you are even thinking about starting a YouTube channel, please check out the link I've included in my description below that will take you to his channel. Like I said, great advice. But one of the things that he talks about regularly is establishing a value proposition, which is basically what am I going to bring to the table? What is my channel about that's going to interest you or teach you new things? So all of a sudden I found myself completely overwhelmed with this notion, frustrated. I started producing less content. Every video was kind of a struggle, trying to make sure it fit into that value proposition. And finally I just decided, you know, sometimes you just got to keep moving, keep putting one foot in front of the other. What's in motion stays in motion. A couple things that I've done to make my decision making a little easier. Number 1, set goals and set standards. So let's say you want to buy a TV, for example. You will probably want to consider what your price range is, what the size you'll need will be, and maybe any must-have additional features. From there, you're going to want to prioritize those goals or those standards from most important to least important. So here at livemorenow.net, I recently set a goal that I want to demonstrate how small steps or one person can sometimes impact large, important changes in our lives. Number 2, stay true to myself, only talk about things that I feel enthusiastic about. And number 3, I want to stretch my own comfort zone so that I'm continuing to learn new things and hopefully sharing with you those new things about making more small steps to improving my own life, my own community, etc. Number 2, you're going to want to limit the amount of information that you're going to take in and possibly set a time frame. That fear that we're missing information leaves us filled with uncertainty. And the truth of the matter is that almost every decision we make includes some level of uncertainty. Somebody important to me once told me that when you're making bigger decisions especially, don't go for 100% sure because you'll almost never feel 100% certain. Go for 80% sure. If you feel almost positive, then it's probably a good idea to go ahead and move forward. Just remember that there's almost never a perfect decision, and most decisions, even the important, bigger decisions, are reversible. Now again, like I mentioned, you might want to set a time frame. If you know you need a television by Saturday, that's the deadline. You're going to spend X amount of time on the internet looking at reviews, and that's it. I can't tell you how many times we've stayed up all night searching for what kitchen table we want to buy. And it kind of just gets out of hand. It turns into too much information and nothing gets accomplished. Now, if you've been dating somebody for 5 years and you're still trying to figure out if they're the one that you want to marry, you might want to consider that the answer is just no. Number 3, get in touch with your intuition. Listen to your gut. I know it's kind of cheesy, but it's real. So I say flip a coin. Not so much to make your final decision, but it will help you gauge your gut reaction to the outcome of that coin flip. If you're really disappointed by that outcome, that's something then you can think about. Also, picture yourself having made that decision. How does that make you feel if you're at that new workplace? For me, what I do to get in touch with my intuition, I've been able to incorporate that with my 10 minutes of meditation using headspace.com. I did a video on headspace.com if you're at all interested in that. But basically finding some quiet time to listen to my gut, listen to my heart, listen to what feels right, hopefully let some inspiration come in. That's how I apply that to livemorenow.net. So there you have it, folks. Those are my 3 tips. Set goals and prioritize those goals. Limit the amount of information that you're going to take in and set a time frame. And finally, listen to your intuition. Take some quiet time and find out what your gut is really telling you. It's often right. So I hope you like my video, folks. If you did like what you saw, please click subscribe to see more. Thank you so much for visiting livemorenow.net.